Atlanta, it's been a city I've always wanted to check out, and it's been a city I've always been interested in. And so when you saw the trip report of 2 weeks ago, you probably thought, oh, it's probably just a connection. But no, we're actually going to go and check out the city. Whenever I've been asked what I want to be when I grow up as a kid, all the jobs I would want were in Atlanta. And so for Christmas break, we went down there and checked some things out. So here's some things to do that we did in the city. We are in the heart of Atlanta right now. CNN Center over there, the College Football Hall of Fame behind us. And we are right here in the Olympic Park, in the heart of the Olympic Park area of downtown. This is the Fountain of Rings. And that's one of many things here at the Centennial Olympic Park, which is a remembrance of the 1996 games. There's also a bunch of flags here of countries that came to these Olympic Games. Over here is an amphitheater where a bunch of people have played, including the B-52s and REM. And over there is State Farm Arena behind that tree. It's where the Hawks play. And let's keep going. And here's a statue of Billy Payne, the president and CEO of the Atlanta bid for the games. As just left of the rings that we were just at. And right here is the site of the bombing during the games, during the 96 games. And this is an eternal flame commemorating the victims of that terrorist attack. Just to the left over here. So here, there's 4 pillars in this little square of all the people that won medals during the 96 games. This is my sport right here, swimming. I am a huge Olympic fan. I know the games are dying, but I really like them, and especially swimming. Over there was some other sports like soccer and judo. And yeah, on these 4 pillars, all the medalists' names are there. And here is a little like pavilion-like thing where they have, again, all the flags of the countries that competed. So over here, we're making our way down towards the world of Coca-Cola. Down here is Paralympic Games remembrance, and there's a bunch of other pillars here. And on the back of this pillar, it has all the countries and has a bunch of other names and other things on the backs of these pillars. So over there is the Olympic Park over there. So we cross the street onto Andrew Young International Boulevard. The CNN Center is right there. The Hawks Stadium, Arena, State Farm Arena is right there. After that, all the way to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The Falcons are playing the Lions. It is week 16. And let's go. Alright, so the Falcons literally just gambled with their season right there. Russell Gage fumbled it, and then Foye Oluokun picks it off with 30 seconds to go. Final was 20-16, and yeah, that was day one. Or so we thought. We're using Uber this trip, and we had to walk all the way to the Georgia Tech campus over here to get a ride that was cheap enough. That was not like excessive, like $60. But look here. There's a bird right there. It looks like a hawk or a falcon. Wonder if it's a sign. So yeah, day two was Monday. We went to the Delta Flight Museum, which was one of my #1 things to do there, that I wanted to do there. I'm not sure if I'm going to put that on my Instagram or make a whole separate video on that coming out later, but that stuff is coming. We also went to Stone Mountain Park, which is in DeKalb County, which is just to the east of Atlanta. And so yeah, let's check that out. So before we got there though, we encountered this weird stop sign because the GPS took us here. Google Maps thankfully has fixed this problem, but yeah, let's get into the real video. There were a few ways you could get up the mountain. One of these ways was these cable cars that could take you to the top, or you could just hike that, but it's a pretty long hike to get up there. Here's what it looked like on the inside. There's only bars to hold on, and they like to compact these cars. Not as bad as the Japanese trains you see, though, thankfully. So you can get some awesome views of Atlanta up on top of the mountain. And it was really scenic, a really cool spot. I mean, it's just a mountain in the middle of nowhere, and it's like 1,000 feet high, too. So after that, we took the car back down, and yeah, here's a picture of the carving on the statue. It's also famous for that carving. So right here, they also had a historic village based on some homes in Georgia, like this one. And yeah, this is basically history in the South during Civil War times. The next day we went to the Georgia State Capitol, because Atlanta is the capital. I like to go to state capitals, and so let's check this one out. So let's go inside the entrance here. It is into the rotunda. It's pretty much like most state capitals, the dome type building. So yeah, let's dig deeper. So up on the second floor is the main attraction of the state capitol. It's a museum, and it's full of a bunch of artifacts in Georgia history. In these cases, we have a bunch of governors of Georgia. And to be honest, this one was just kind of a normal capitol I've been to. This is the House of Representatives chamber, and in some state capitals you even get to go in this. There's also the Senate chamber. But yeah, you usually get to go into these things like you did in Wisconsin. Wisconsin is definitely... No, I say that's the second best. Arkansas, I think, is better. But after that, we went to Zoo Atlanta, which again was good. We saw animals like giraffes and these others that flash past, but to be honest, it felt kind of small, not gonna lie. Milwaukee's, I think, is better than this, but it was still pretty good. The next day, we went to the Georgia Aquarium. It is the biggest aquarium in the world. It takes up the most gallons of water, and we saw a bunch of fish and other marine wildlife. And I say that everything in Atlanta is Delta, Chick-fil-A, and Coca-Cola. Well, Southwest made their presence known at Georgia Aquarium. They're reminding Atlanta that, hey, we still have a hub in your city. The next day, which happened to be the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl day, we decided to go to the College Football Hall of Fame. And while everyone's in their Michigan State and Pittsburgh stuff, we're the strangers in our Arizona or Badger stuff like me. So there's a big helmet wall, and I register, and you got to register your ticket here. So I chose, of course, Wisconsin. Wait. It's lit. It's right there. My mom and others chose Arizona. So yeah, it lights up your helmet wall. It lights up the helmet on the helmet wall you choose. And the ones that are probably going to stay lit is Pittsburgh and Michigan State. One of the first things you do is you come down here. You can either kick a field goal, or an extra point, or if you're smaller, you can throw into the basket. And another thing that you could see when you walked in there was signs for colleges in their locker rooms when they come out. And now here's the actual Hall of Fame. We have a bunch. You can go into one of the screens and just check it out. So when you first get in there, it'll just pull up right to the team that you chose for your VIP pass. And yeah, I saw some Badgers like Ron Dane and Coach Barry Alvarez, and I expect Jonathan Taylor and some others to be in here soon. And all the trophies in here are the New Year's Six ones: the Orange Bowl, the Rose Bowl, Sugar Bowl, Peach Bowl, Cotton Bowl, and the Fiesta Bowl. So over there, there were also a bunch of skills things and just exhibits to do. I did some of them, and that's why I didn't record them, because one of them was like a vertical jump, and I'm pretty good at vertical jump, but not on that thing. I only got like half the high score. So here's our next thing. We also went into the CNN Center. It is closed for tours, but you can still go in and look around. So after lunch, we went to the World of Coca-Cola, which is the Coca-Cola Museum. Usually they'd show you a movie, but here they just let you walk through, and here's what the theater looked like. And here is the so-called safe where they keep the secret formula to Coke, and it's in that exhibit right there. And there were a bunch of other exhibits, including this one, which had the Olympic torches, because Coca-Cola is like the #1 sponsor of the Olympics, and they're definitely my favorite sports. The Olympics are, and especially Atlanta is a city for them, as we saw earlier, that they hosted in 1996. So here's a good look of the past few decades of torches. And here they bottle Coca-Cola and ship it off. I'm not sure if this is just an exhibit just to show you how it is done in the real factory, or if this is the real thing. And here you can, at the end, you can taste some Coke products in the tasting room. And so the final day here, and before we went to the airport and headed home, we went to the Museum of Natural History, and here's an exhibit I liked. So this exhibit here goes over finding fossils in Antarctica. And right here, they have a little LC-130 thing right here. So yeah, that was the trip. The next trip report coming home will be next week. And yeah, thanks for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the trip, and we'll see you next time.